Hey y'all, this is Caleb along with I'll edit that out. Hey y'all, this is Caleb along with Crank It Country. I'm here with Caleb Long. How you doing, Caleb?
I can't complain at all. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, Caleb.
Glad to hear it. Well, as before we get into your music specifically, it's Christmas time, so I got to ask. A lot of people really don't like Christmas music. How do you feel about it personally?
I really love Christmas music. I don't know what the deal is with people that don't like Christmas music. I love writing it. I love singing it. I love listening to it. I actually I always sing Christmas music this time of year in the gym, in the shower.
Oh, no!
And I'm sure people hate it, but the reverb in there is just, it's to die for. I just can't help it.
I do the exact same thing. I don't think it's weird at all. So, congratulations, because that is a fantastic habit.
Shut up! You're killing me, Smalls.
So, do you have any Christmas traditions that you do that you'd be like super bummed out if you didn't get to do anymore?
Yeah, every year, me and my family on Christmas Eve will eat Chinese food, and then we go watch Andy Griffith Christmas special, the one where they all do Christmas at the station. And we've been doing it since we were watching it on VHS, and all the way up to now. We've got it on Netflix now, but it's pretty great. It's great every year. I could say the whole thing by heart. And recently, we actually started a new tradition. I make eggnog every year on Thanksgiving, put it in the fridge. It's aged eggnog. We pull it out on Christmas Eve and drink it while we're watching Andy Griffith.
Dude, that sounds fantastic. I'm a huge eggnog fan. You might have to hit me up with some of that this year.
I would, but I really only make enough for family. No offense.
Okay, well, I'm a little offended, but I get it, I guess. Enough about Christmas. That's all people hear about this time of year. Tell us a little about your music. Who is Caleb Long as an artist?
Yeah, so who is Caleb Long as an artist? That's a good question. It's funny. If you know me, you know that I can be kind of silly, be a goofball. Been known to put on a pink hat every now and then. But that doesn't really come out in my music. I normally err on the serious side for a lot of my music. Really what I like to do as an artist and a writer is just write really compelling stories that people will connect with on some level or another. And real stories. That's what comes out in my recordings. That's what comes out in my writing. And I think that's what I'm going to keep doing for a while.
Well, that's awesome. I really can't see you in a pink hat. You may want to consider phasing that out of your wardrobe, but what do I know?
That's not the first time I've heard that. I might actually consider that.
Your most recent single is called Monsters. Since you've come out with it, there's been a song on Apple Music's Breaking Country called Monsters, and Eric Church has come out with a release called Monsters. So how does that make you feel?
Yeah, so I'm pretty annoyed by that. Song titles aren't copyrightable, so it kind of is what it is. But yeah, I came out with Monsters long before either of those songs were available. Who knows how the writing process went. But the good news is, I think the Monsters that I released stands on its own, musically and thematically. So I'm still happy with it. Eric Church's Monsters is fantastic. I enjoy it, even though I'm a little salty about it.
Well, good for you, man. That's a good attitude. What was your inspiration behind the song Monsters? Tell us a little bit about kind of how you wrote that song.
So when I wrote the song Monsters, I actually had a friend that was going through kind of a tough breakup, and he told me that he got a package in the mail from his ex that she'd meant to give it to him earlier, but she just decided to put it on his doorstep because she didn't want it, and he couldn't get rid of it, so he just put it under his bed because he didn't want to think about it. And coming from somebody who struggled with nightmares, and I was scared of a bunch when I was a kid, I kind of translated that into Monsters Under the Bed, and that's where the song Monsters kind of kind of came from.
All right, well, let's back up a little bit to over a year ago now, I think, you released an EP called Nightingale, and the first song in that EP is Monday Morning Drinking Song. Tell me, have you ever drinking on Monday morning?
You know, I have not. I don't really plan on it, but you have to listen to the song to get this reference. But I will say that the three best days of the week to pop the top of an ice cold beer is Friday, Saturday, and Monday night, because you get to the end of Monday, you just need it. You know what I mean? So Monday night, yes. Monday morning, no. It probably not.
Well, it's been a little bit since you've come out with the song Monsters. You released it all the way back in May. Is there anything we can expect to hear from you coming up?
Yeah, so the problem is it has been a little bit since I released Monsters, and I've always got music in the works, and I've always got a plan for music. The problem is I don't always have money to record the music. So right now I'm kind of biding my time, because what I want to do is when I release stuff, I want it to be top notch, and I want it to have that quality. So yes, there will be music in the future. Don't know when right now, but I do a lot of writing, so you can catch me playing my new stuff, but it not necessarily in recorded form.
Well, y'all be sure to keep an eye out for that.
Caleb Sam Long on Instagram, Caleb Long, or Caleb Long Music everywhere else.
Well, there you go. And y'all, this is Caleb Long with Cranky Country. Y'all have a good one. You know, I feel like we really have a connection. I know we just met, but we should really hang out sometime.